Observing humility is essential to avoid the pitfalls that often accompany increase or success. By recognizing God's sovereignty, serving others, and maintaining a posture of dependence on God, individuals can safeguard against the spiritual and moral dangers that come with success. Humility, as a fruit of the Spirit, helps believers stay grounded in their faith and aligned with God's will, ensuring that their increase leads to blessings rather than downfall. Humility as a fruit of the Spirit. Humility is closely linked with other fruits of the Spirit, such as gentleness, self-control, and love. Galatians 5 verses 22 to 23. It is the recognition of one's dependence on God and the willingness to submit to His will. Yes, humility, which is a fruit of the Spirit, plays a crucial role in avoiding the pitfalls associated with success or increase. The Bible consistently emphasizes the importance of humility and warns against pride, self-reliance, and the love of material wealth. Observing humility can help prevent the spiritual and moral downfalls that often accompany success. Saul, king of Israel. Increase. Saul was anointed as the first king of Israel and experienced military success and the favor of the people. Demise. His disobedience to God's commands, impatience, and jealousy towards David led to his rejection by God and eventual downfall. He died in battle, and his kingdom was handed over to David. 1 Samuel 15 verses 1 to 26, 1 Samuel 31 verses 1 to 6. Spiritual and moral lessons. Pride and self-reliance. Relying on one's own strength, wisdom, or wealth often leads to pride, which precedes a fall. Proverbs 16 verse 18. Samson. Increase. Samson was blessed with extraordinary strength and performed many feats against the Philistines, becoming a judge of Israel. Demise. His downfall came due to his weakness for women, particularly Delilah, who betrayed him. His hair was cut, leading to the loss of his strength, and he was captured, blinded, and humiliated by the Philistines. Judges 16 verses 4 to 21. Spiritual and moral lessons. Disobedience to God. Failing to follow God's commands and seeking one's own way leads to negative consequences, as seen in the lives of Saul and Samson. Ananias and Sapphira. Increase. They were part of the early Christian community and likely experienced the benefits of communal sharing and fellowship. Demise. They lied about the proceeds from the sale of their property, attempting to deceive the apostles and the Holy Spirit. Their deceit led to their sudden deaths as a judgment from God. Acts 5 verses 1 to 11. Spiritual and moral lessons. Integrity and honesty. The story of Ananias and Sapphira highlights the importance of honesty and integrity in dealings with God and others. Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. Increase. Nebuchadnezzar experienced great success and power, building one of the most powerful empires of the ancient world. Demise. His pride led him to boast about his achievements without acknowledging God's sovereignty. As a result, he was humbled by God and spent a period living like a wild animal until he acknowledged God's authority. Daniel 4 verses 28 to 37. Spiritual and moral lessons. Acknowledging God's sovereignty. Nebuchadnezzar's story teaches the importance of recognizing God's control over all things and giving him the glory for any success. Judas Iscariot. Increase. Judas was one of the 12 disciples of Jesus, entrusted with the group's money bag and part of Jesus' inner circle. Demise. His love of money led him to betray Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. Overcome with remorse, he tried to return the money and ultimately took his own life. Matthew 26 verses 14 to 16, Matthew 27 verses 3 to 5. Moral and spiritual lessons. The love of money. Judas' tragic end serves as a warning about the destructive power of greed and the love of money. 1 Timothy 6 verse 10. Practical application of humility. Acknowledging God's sovereignty, recognize that all success and increase come from God and give Him the glory. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 advises, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." Serving others. Use any increase or success to serve others and advance God's kingdom. Jesus washed His disciples' feet, demonstrating that true greatness comes through humble service. John 13 verses 1 to 17. Continuous dependence on God. Maintain a posture of dependence on God in every circumstance. Philippians 4 verses 12 to 13 shows Paul's reliance on Christ in both abundance and need. "I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation. I can do all this through Him who gives me strength." Observing humility is essential to avoid the pitfalls that often accompany increase or success. By recognizing God's sovereignty, serving others, and maintaining a posture of dependence on God, individuals can safeguard against the spiritual and moral dangers that come with success. Humility, as a fruit of the Spirit, helps believers stay grounded in their faith and aligned with God's will, ensuring that their increase leads to blessings rather than downfall.